everyone, this is Rabdia's blog and welcome to another general discussion series. Today's general discussion is going to be on what are some things that annoy you in movies and TV shows. So here I'm going to talk about some things that annoy me in TV shows and movies in general. And here's some things that annoy me in movies first. So I'll go over the things that annoy me with the movies first and then the TV series. So here's some things that annoy me in movies. The first thing is like the constant sequel, so sequelitis as it's called on TV tropes, and that's when a movie has like so many sequels and so many with their movies that you're wondering to yourself, why do you need another sequel? I mean, the first movie already wrapped up everything that needed to be wrapped up, so why you need like 16 of these different sequels for a movie? Well, it's basically to make more money off that movie because they saw how successful the first movie was, so they want to make more sequels for the movie, despite the fact that said movie doesn't really need a sequel because it's like they wrapped up everything in the first movie. And a good example of a movie that I think had way too many sequels would be the Land Before Time series. I felt like with The Land Before Time, they should have like turned it into a TV series instead of having like 10 different sequels of the of the first film, because I mean at this point the first film was like basically them trying to find the Great Valley, and since they already did that in the movie, why did we need to have all these sequels that have Littlefoot and his friends be in the Great Valley all this time when they could have made a TV series about their time in the Great Valley? So that was one of those series I felt like have way too many sequels, and it almost ruined The Land Before Time for me because of all those sequels. But I still love the first movie, but I felt like all those sequels were unnecessary. And the second thing that annoyed me about movies was spoiled trailers. This is a big thing for me, like a really big annoyance for me is like when they show you these movie trailers and then they spoil everything that happened in the movie. Like we all know what happened with Batman versus Superman and the reveal of a certain villain that happened in the trailer before the movie was even released and how everybody felt about that. And I understand that, I understand the big reveal about what happened to Batman versus Superman, and the trailers just went ahead and spoiled that big reveal. So I'd be upset too if that would happen with a movie that I was interested in seeing, and all of a sudden you have this trailer really spoil everything that the movie was supposed to be about. So definitely movie trailers that spoil the movie is a big annoyance for me, because I like to see the movie for what it is, and if you have a trailer that spoils like everything in this movie, I might as well not see the movie at this point, because the trailer spoiled everything for the movie for me, because they spoil all the best parts that was going to be in the movie. So movie trailers that spoils another annoyance for me with movies and in general. So let's move on to TV shows. One of the things that annoy me with TV shows is lack of variety. Like sometimes you see these channels have like show this one show like a million times. Like that's what happened with Nickelodeon SpongeBob SquarePants. It was like they were mostly showing SpongeBob SquarePants all the time, and a lot of the other shows didn't get a chance to show up that much. So that was one thing that annoyed me about TV shows sometimes, is that sometimes some channels in general tend to show one show at all times, or they show like one genre for the whole channel. Like you might see the channel only shows like comedy shows, and you're the type of person who want to see action, but the channel doesn't have any action shows. Or you see a show that shows mostly action shows and they don't have a lot of comedy shows or a lot of fantasy stuff for other people who want to come in and watch other types of shows. So I also hate it when some channels only show like one type of genre or one type of television series for the entire channel, and it just makes it like lacking variety for the channel as a whole and TV shows as a whole. And then the last thing about the thing that annoys me about TV shows in general is those best of DVDs. That's like the DVDs where they only show you like half of the episodes of the series. Like for example, The biggest examples, this is Nickelodeon with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, they have those best of DVDs, and you're only able to see half of the episodes that happen in the series instead of them giving us a complete series and trying to understand what's going on with the series as a whole. Now, if it was like a TV series that wasn't like involving a story arc, you know, those best of DVDs wouldn't be so bad. But if you have a show like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that has a long running story arc, and you need all those episodes to understand what's going on with that story arc, and you have those best of DVDs and they only show you half of the episodes from that story arc, you know, you're going to be really lost about what's happening. Like, that's the experience I got when I was watching the best of DVDs from Ninja Turtles from Nickelodeon, is that I didn't understand what was going on with some of the story arcs because they were shown on the DVDs out of order, or they didn't show all the episodes from that story arc. So it was hard for me to like really understand what's really going on with that particular story arc when we don't have all the episodes to explain it, or the episodes are aired out of order that, you know, you don't understand what's going on. So I never liked those best of DVDs, and I kind of like it better when the shows either do the complete first season or the complete second season or the complete series in general, so that way I can understand what's going on during that season or during that show. So what are your thoughts on what are some things that annoy you in movies and TV shows? Please feel free to comment below, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter so I can keep you updated on any new videos I post up, and also like my Facebook page, Ravenous Blog's Best Comments. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Ravenous Blog, and I'll see you later.